Band versus television, round one. Okay, well, hold on. Band history, by the way.
Wait, you left-handed?
Yeah.
Switch files.
Switch lines. Band history, by the way. This right here is where we spray painted Adam's proposal to his ex-girlfriend for the prom.
That sounds like I'm marrying her. That's okay.
We're gonna get a running smash.
Wait,
right?
do you want? I'll let you go first. In case
Huh?
I'll
Ready?
let you crack it.
Ready?
Here we
Close
go.
your eyes.
Get some.
Wondering exactly who I see. Waiting for someone to come.
Hello, Pike Room. I was gonna say how you guys doing tonight. We're Autumn Rhapsody, but that explains it, right?
Sitting and waiting for someone to come, crying out like music on the road. Where you going now? I'm so bad. And you're lost in the street with no one to hear my take. Listen to me, I'm just a liar. Tonight is a dance for me. Time's gonna be what's not there today.
doing tonight? So we're a local band. We're from Northville, Michigan. Anybody know where that is? That's what I'm talking about.
We're Autumn Rhapsody. We are an alt-rock band from Northville, Michigan.
And this next song is about our drummer's trip to Spain, which happened a week ago. We just wrote it yesterday in the car right here. Nighttime falls upon our little city in the clouds, driving through all of the hustle and the bustle and the crowds, and we're looking for someone to continue the acting right, perpendicular to the line that I'm supposed to follow, and will lead me straight to you. Waves up all of the tracks in every corner of our town. Well, midnight comes and we have no idea where we should look. It's like starting from a chapter at the end of a book, and we're sitting and thinking where we would be if we were you, but we're not you, and it's making us just a little more confused. Waves up all of the tracks in every corner of our town. Waves from that border to see if you would come around. And find the bit where we could build a home. Wish I knew. that guy.
And I think that we as a band sound like a little bit of Arctic Monkeys, the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Yeah, that's probably our two main influences as far as stylistically. We also sound a lot like the Strokes, or we got some Killers thrown in there. So yeah.
Well, Dave and I met first playing baseball, and then later at a bonfire. My friend Kelsey Katinsky, and we were like talking. We realized we both adored Flight of the Conchords.
And we were in a folk acoustic comedy thing.
And so Lot C started off as our tribute, Like of the Conchords, because we were really creative back then. We took the acronym.
Because we were fans of Flight of the Conchords. I mean, and you're laughing right now because you know how terrible it was.
Well, we practiced in seminar during a free period in high school, and we played like a couple open mics. And then my uncle has this like mini recording studio. And by recording studio, I mean he has like a Mac and a small room where he has mics. And so it was awesome. Well, we got this like CD of like our 5 original songs. We just thought we were the coolest kids.
I'll throw in I throw in the CD in the CD player, and it's just awful. Oh God, we're so bad. But we did that for a good year.
And then we played it for our friends, and they're just like, yeah, good for you. And I mean, that's the response we should have gotten, because it wasn't good.
Like we said, the song's called Home Battlefield. It's because we're so close homies, you know, that we decided to write about our ventures into the world of Halo. We're like Halo veterans. Yeah, that's right, we played on Legendary. I held him in my arms while he was falling, and he cried, and it was beautiful. All right, so here we go. Let's hear it.
It was so bad. It was so bad.
But it was fun. But then we started, like trying to really get gigs like that, and we realized it was an impossibility. So after we realized that it wasn't going to work out, we started to realize we need like an actual band. And so the only drummer we knew at the time was David Tonch, and we practiced with him for a while, and he had a really sweet setup in his basement. So we were like, yeah, man, just jamming downstairs. We felt like a band, and then realized we needed more people.
All right, this next song is one of our drummer's favorites. I'm gonna mention you in every intro to every song, Scott. That's how we do it. This is basically Scott and the other guys.
She was smiling at me.
I was wrong this time. You treated me like a gay best friend. Got sucked to pick up other tracks. Well, you were all wrong this time. I will get you next time.
Kev, what time is it now? I don't even know what fucking time. 3? 5 hours. 5 hours of Dan Clark just guitar solo. We haven't even gone in the studio.
We haven't even seen what it looks like in there.
For all I know, Dan's been doing this for 5 hours. 5 hours solo. It's ridiculous. Oh, thank God. Thanks.
The thing is, it double time, so this is gonna be.
Come, enjoy. See what I'm doing. Look, I'm a part of the band too. This is where I sit. This is my tea. This is my this is, I call it my tea desk. 'Cause I don't really have a desk, but I've makeshift one. And this is my water desk. I've got 2 separate desks for my beverages.
To the top of the hill. I roll on up with my friends, dusting off and just chill. Their little war going on down there don't affect me nothing, no. While everybody's in the city moving fast, on the hill we take it slow. And I know that this city has no sound, but it can be seen for miles around. Come with me, baby, you're looking so fine. Sit all day and watch the city skyline. And I know that the city has no sound. And I know that the city has no sound. This next song is one of our older songs, about 3 years old now, but like every song, it grows like a child. So it's new to you, so it's like a toddler, but here it is. Yeah, I hope you guys like toddlers, because that's what this song's about. It was you and me and a couple other people. We were chilling down by the pool. It was summertime and everything was right. Barbecue was held at school. Now you struck first and I sent in the army on up to the team with guns. With weapons in hand, we patrolled the land in the high midday sun. Now Townsville was the place to be, holding on the monsoon. And as we marched up through the park, we marched on to our tunes. As the band grew loud, we started throwing fights and on the run. Then we all stopped for lemonade in the high midday sun. In love with my goddamn music is my other way. I am here to stay. Well, in love with my goddamn music is my other way. I am here to stay. Well, evening, I'm sitting on the people, and they started on fire. It was the afternoon when the gunshots rang in the city's famous streets. As the band was jamming, warriors started dancing with the beats. Bullets flying, soldiers dying, children having fun. Ravens circled overhead in the high noon Texas. Well, water balloons and hand grenades, life is a dying art. We jawed off and went back home waiting for the fire to start. I had my weapon on my sleeve when the fight had begun. And on the battlefield, I was the first one down in the high noon Texas. It loves my gun and music is my ammo when I am here to stand. It loves my gun and music is my ammo when I am here to stay. Well, evening, setting on the people, and they started a fire. They dropped the books in gasoline, and the flames went higher. I said, it loves my gun and music is my ammo when I am here to stay. It loves my gun and music is my ammo when I am here to stay. Well, evening, setting on the people, they started a fire. Sold the books and gasoline, the flames went higher. Oh yeah. Loves my gun, singing loves my gun. Oh, I am here to stay. Thanks, man.
And then we got Adam in, Adam, our current guitarist, as a bassist originally.
I was kind of jamming by myself and just really wanted to like make a band or just jam with some friends. So I called up one of my old friends, Dave, and he was jamming with some some people he labeled as. I didn't know who they were. And he told me to come on by. So I was like, okay, cool.
Because I was like, I'm going to be the only guitarist, la-di-da-di-da, look at me with my giant ego. And then we realized he's a really good guitarist, and it's in everyone's best interest that he play guitar.
And I didn't know they were like recruiting for like a band or making a band or whatever. I had no idea.
Eventually, we got rid of David. I don't know, we just didn't see eye to eye on a lot of stuff, and we replaced David with Danny Enger.
And then we put David on bass, because all we needed at the time was him to play root notes, and we'd be fine. And so we tried, we played a little bit. We played like this gym show, which was not good. And then we played the talent show, which was actually really good.
And, you know, it was fun. It was my first show ever. I was ready to pee my pants before we started playing. I remember I was sitting in the hallway, like, freaking out, like, tuning my guitar constantly, like, just freaking out. And then we went on. It was a good time. We played really well, and people loved it.
And then Danny and Adam, like, went on hiatus. Danny, the drummer, Danny Enger, not the guitarist. It's so confusing. Danny, the drummer, said, you know, hey, I want to focus on my college, which, you know, we're like, yeah, totally, focus on school, that's legit.
We played at the Token Lounge for all of 12 minutes. And that was our last show with Danny. And our last show with Adam for a while because, and I don't blame them, the Token Lounge was a terrible experience. That kind of just made them disillusioned for a while. So we lost 2 people. So at this point, it's me and David. And we're like, crap. Everything's gonna, you know, it's just, because we've been here, me and David, before, and it just, we need others.
So we knew that Adam was going to come back. So over the summer, instead of looking for a replacement guitarist for him, we looked for a bassist, because we'd been talking about getting me off the bass for a long time. And we talked to our friend Justin Ulrich. I don't know if you know him. But we talked to our friend Justin, and his brother, he said, yeah, I don't know how good he is or anything, but he got a bass for Christmas, and I don't know, he could probably play it or whatever, like, I don't know. And so we're like, all right, well, we'll put him in. The kid was 16 at the time.
The rest of them, other than Scott, were always in a band together, and I just knew of them as like, I went to high school with David for a year, and so he was just kind of always that older kid that hung out with my brother, and then I knew they were in a band, and my brother did their video stuff, and then, so you just like, oh, whatever, that's cool. And then a couple of years later, they call me, and they're like, hey, you want to come play with us? It's like, no, okay, sure, cool.
And we were wondering about the age, and we're, initially Dan and I were thinking, well, we'll have him and we'll fill him in until, like, we could find someone better, or we could find, like, Adam, like, or until Adam comes back and I can come in. And the first time that Tyler played with us was just the most disgusting show of force I've ever seen in my life. Like, Tyler was just like, and we were just like, what the fuck? So it's like, okay, what the hell have we found in this, like, child prodigy? Oh god, and we just knew he was meant to be. It was like he fell into our laps. We have to, we cannot turn away this gift. So we've got him. He's good, and we were looking for a new drummer now. So we find Scott Stomp Mihalek.
Alright guys, I'm called High Noon, and this next one is, we changed it a lot from the free CD that we're going to hand out after the show. Who likes free shit? That's what I'm talking about. This one's called Fling, and the CD's version is way different, but this version is like a dance version. So if you guys want to, like, shake your grooves, then feel free. Alright. Figuring that out. By the way, anyone who dressed up as a vampire tonight, you guys win. Right? Feel free to suck my blood after the show. Ladies. All right.
in the day. I got a soldier, got a fight, this feeling that I just can't shake. Well, how many lives can you take? How many lives can you take? Hey now, come on, come on. Woo! It comes out in love. Folks, I'm singing that for you. Yeah, while the stress is clear, it could be greater too. It could be greater too. One more song? Perfect. Here's the deal. We're going to try and break. Oh, yeah! Adam Franceschi, everyone, fix the cable!
Like a year and a half ago, I moved back here to Michigan from Chicago. Didn't really know what I was doing with my life. It's been kind of a slump in all most other aspects, but playing in a cool band with some fun guys who I see myself being friends with in the future, I think that's a great experience.
And Scott is just like this like art school grad who like he's not really like okay, so he's doing stuff, but it's like all freelance work, so it's like, you know, he's just like doing what he can, and we're like, dude, you should come play for our band, because, you know, we heard that he played drums. So like one of the cool things was when we got Scott in the band and we like posted it on Facebook or MySpace, whatever we posted it on, immediately we got a comment from our old drummer Danny, and he was saying, you know, so you replaced me with, like, Northville High's drum legend?
I played at the Detroit Jazz Festival for every year in high school, which is really cool because it's the same festival that, you know, Dave Brubeck and Herbie Hancock, those guys play at, you know, my heroes. Although, of course, they're playing on a grandiose main stage, and I'm sort of, like, out on the street somewhere. It's a makeshift thing, you know. My high school band was fun. It was fun. And I was in the drum line, so it was okay that I was in marching band. That's what I was told. Maybe my friends were lying to me. Maybe they all talked about how much a dork I was behind my back. But I got the impression that being in drumline was okay. But if you played like tuba or something, like, ah, fuck it, you're a dweeb.
We want to hit the summer hard, you know, because we want, well, obviously, the goal is to get signed here. We want to get looked at by anyone who will put us in the studio and actually, like, make our stuff sound good. Because our stuff sounds good right now. No, I'm not saying our stuff sounds bad. Stop laughing at me like that. Our stuff sounds good. I just want a different perspective than the band.
Here's the deal. We're going to try and break a world record. I've got my flag here, my phone, and we're going to try and play a cover song in under 2 minutes. It's a 4.5-minute song. done it. We've gotten 205. 205. We need to cut 5 seconds. We need your help. All right. When you hear this, that's when you're going to start. He's going to give 8 clicks, and then that. That's when you start. All right. 2 minutes. If you know the lyrics and can keep up, go for it. Here we go. Tip of the tongue, tip of the lips. He's getting a bitch now, smiling, getting a night dress, coming up the priceless, letting the break on prices. Everything's over in a black hole, the people in the classical, the money and food in the Moscow, the one used to be a rascal. Oh, that boy's a sweat. The best you ever had, the best you ever had is just a memory and those dreams. As the best they see, as the best they see, my love, when you dream them all. Thinking through a little book of sex tips, remember when the was all electric, now it's so gigantic. Get the measure around, she gets it. Fingers are getting sentimental. Said you wanna go, but you went still. I can do it for cancels. I back it up all in pencil. Oh, that boy's a star. Best you ever had. Best you ever had. It's just a memory. And those things, as after they see, when as after they see my love, they dream them all over. Where did you go? Where did you go? Where did you go? Oh, all right, what do we got? 112. Can we do it? Before they know down, took the rest of last lane. Just out in town, but you're not coming back again. You're falling down, took the rest of last lane. So down in town, you're not coming back again. He's getting a bitch ass, now you're getting a night dress, got all the money nice. Fading away from the kindnesses, everything's all in a black hole, nothing's free in the hospital, but there's where this last go, remember we used to be last go. On the way until he stops. 156! Thank you very much, guys. We are Autumn Rhapsody. We got Tony the High Pilots, Stance, and Ludo coming up. Oh, Sparks the Rescue. Sparks the Rescue. They're all coming up. They'll be right here. Stick around, guys.